with us from Fort Worth, Texas, today at Amon G. Carter Stadium, and we will see who comes out victorious in the Lockheed Martin Armed Forces Bowl. There's nothing quite like wrapping up a regular season with a bowl victory. It just leaves a good taste in your mouth going into the offseason. As we'll see a participant from last year's playoff, the UConn Huskies, taking on a squad from the American, the Navy Midshipmen. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. Kickoff team out there ready to tee it up and get this bowl game underway. On the move from inside his 5. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. So the Navy Midshipmen will go on offense first to start this game. Guys, it's been a long season. These two squads have had their fair share of battles, but today, David, they have a chance to end the season with a W.
Man, it's a little bit old school, right? With the bowl system, not as much to play for, but you get to put that uniform on again. And it should mean something. You had the bowl club. You got to have some fun in a different city, Jesse. Now you get to go out and attack this game.
And it's another opportunity just to finish the season, right? To go out with a win. Both of these teams have taken this bowl game seriously. They've prepared. They feel like they're both ready to go. Winning this game is important to build momentum for next year, and also you want to send the seniors out with a W.
Looking to the big tight end. He is lucky to get that one back, and the last thing you want is to turn it over on your opening drive. The midshipman trying to sail way forward on third and half a mile. To the air, it's Fowler. Fires to the big fella. He gets it out to the 28-yard line. Not enough to pick up the first down.
Really nice job by the defense there. You're trying to force the quarterback to throw the football in front of you and allow your guys to square up and make a tackle out in space. You got to force the ball carrier to do something special after the catch. Not able to do it there, so really nice tactic by the defense.
They make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit. So UConn's offense headed onto the field. Our first look at them today. As we take a quick look at the impact players for today's game, what players did you guys go to for motivation to make an impact during your playing days, Jesse?
Well, it was the guys we relied on each and every week. We came into the season expecting these types of guys to be our biggest weapons, and every week those were the guys that had to deliver for us in order to have success.
And it's just fun to have those guys that are consistent. Like, they lead by example, then they start to learn their voice and lead the team. But every week, guys that you can count on, they punch the clock, and they're hard workers.
It'll be third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Zings it complete to the right. Nice pickup there. Gets him the first down and sets him up at the 45-yard line. And the Huskies come to the line with a new set of downs. Quickly to the tight end.
Nice quick throw there. And it's so important for quarterbacks to be able to find your rhythm and to be comfortable and confident. You want to just get the ball out quickly, make it an accurate and easy throw. And you can tell that these two guys, they rep that play in practice all the time, and it's now showing up here in the game.
Stop just inside the 30 at the 29. It's a 10-yard pickup and a first down. Looking downfield on first down. Throws toward the end zone. Almost intercepted. They took a shot on first down and just about turned the thing over. They're dealing with a second and long. They try to get it outside on the left. They make the stop, and he got work done on the ground, picking up 6 to the 23. The Huskies really need to keep this drive alive on third down. Now adjusting. And he just chucks it into the fourth row.
3rd and short in college football today, you see so much more pass than you used to. The offense stays aggressive, and I think they stay aggressive because they know they're in field goal range. They got that 3 in their back pocket.
It's good. He could have hit a string right in the middle of the uprights there. And the first points of the day come on that field goal.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
So they're lining up to kick it off after that last drive. Put a 3 spot on the board, and now the defense will try to shut him down. And he's going to bring it out. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. And here comes the Navy offense. They went 3 and out on their first possession, now to see if they can be more productive this time around. Option look, it's Fowler. Good, solid, determined run there. They'll mark him down at the 27. The midshipman could get really aggressive here on 2nd and short. Give to the big fullback. All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down.
Well, how about that? They turn around and hand it off to the big fella, and he's able to get the first down. Nice play.
They'll snap it on first down from the 35. The give on the counter. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Navy will try to fight its way out of this hole here on 2nd down. He leaves it with his back. This time he'll be stopped behind the line, and they'll pretty much give back what they just gained. Now this offense facing a 3rd and long from their own 30. Sends it back in motion. On 3rd and long, he'll need to push it downfield. Pressure all over the quarterback, and down he goes in the 24. Navy will have to punt it away. That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. The UConn offense goes back to work. So they've put up some early points, and now to build on this 3-0 lead. Motion from the wide receiver. Quick pass on the jet motion. A 7-yard pickup. It'll be 2nd and 3. And the Huskies with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. From the gun, the running back looking for room. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Hauls it in.
I'll tell you, man, I love quarterbacks that have arm talent, but they can throw it accurately at the same time, and you saw all of it on that in run.
They're looking to throw on 2nd and short. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was knocked loose, and 3rd down is coming. The Huskies come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep the drive moving. A quick completion to the left, looking for the first down. Huge gain before he goes out of bounds, and now they've got it 1st and goal. This UConn offense really has it going. Try to barge their way in. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, UConn!
That was a great example of a running back toting the rock with conviction. There's not a lot of time to hesitate. If you see a split second, you see a hole, you've got to hit it right now. Nice job by the RB there.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And with the extra point, they're now up by a touchdown and a field goal at 10. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. And the midshipman offense making its way back onto the field. They didn't get much done the last time they had it, to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. quarterback and running back set up in the pistol. Goes to the option. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
And that just looked off. The timing, the rhythm, I don't know what it was, but usually that option, man, it's so precise, right? Like really quickly making a read, and you could tell they weren't on the same page. It went absolutely nowhere. Defense won that rep.
Sticks it in his belly. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line as they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Looking for a man. It's Fowler. Trying to burn this defensive back. Oh, and it's picked off. Threw it right into the teeth of double coverage. And they'll get him down after a solid return. That's the end of the period, and UConn has the lead. They wanted to strike first and strike hard, and they've been able to do that here in the first quarter as we take a look at the stats. Just about ready to get things started here in the second. We'll see if they continue to flex that muscle. So after the break, they'll go back to work. Wants to throw on first down. Quickly out to the tight end. What a play there, and he rips off a big one all the way to the 16-yard line. UConn is now threatening in the red zone. To the air on first down. Catch in the middle. It's Abraham. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening. UConn comes to the line with a first and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Looking for the end zone. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Huskies.
This defense is going to have to do a better job being physical. That's 2 rushing touchdowns they've now allowed. They have got to be better close to the line of scrimmage.
PAT unit on the field. The kick is up and good, and put one more on the lead. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. Kickoff unit getting some extra work as this lead has really grown. And here's the return. Navy will go back on the attack. After giving up that score, now it's incumbent on this offense to kind of... It's a fumble! Well, the offense looks as if they fell on the fumble, and they'll keep the ball. Behind the chains now on second and long. He'll ride his man on the option. Got the first down and still on his feet. And he froze that defender. He thought he was going to pitch it, kept it himself, and turned it into a big play. The midshipman got the explosive play on the ground. Let's see if they go right back to it. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
This offense is perfectly fine with a little game because they're going to make you tackle this all game long. They're going to make you think all game long. So they'll keep running it ad nauseum and just wait for that one opportunity when you don't do your assignment.
That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
And man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground. That is a baller.
He's going to take off. And he avoids the hit and slides after the short gain. Navy will have to punt it away. They'll put that return to a stop at the 33, but the offense set up in pretty good field position. 3 tight ends in the formation on 1st and 10. First play of the drive, wants to throw. He'll pull it down and run.
Those always sting a little bit when you get so close to getting the QB to the ground, creating a negative play, and then all of a sudden he turns it into something positive. Just really annoying as a defensive guy.
Toss to the outside. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
And I understand what the offense is trying to do. Use the wide side of the field, right? Use all that space, pitch on the outside, get on the edge. But the defense was too disciplined. Great job setting the edge, not letting him get outside, making the big tackle.
That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on third down. Boy, if they don't convert this fourth down, there will be questions to be answered. The sweet feet keeping the play alive. He's got it, and more than enough for a first down. Just gashing this defense, a big gainer to the 40-yard line. Really good job there. Don't force anything. Take your time, and he finds his man for the first down.
Yeah, and I think really good job by seeing the defense. Understand that they're dropping back. They're taking away most things. All right, get the ball to my running back. He can make plays after he catches it. Nice job by the quarterback seeing the situation and where to go with the football.
Didn't get much on first down in 2nd and 9. They'll go to the ground. Inside the 25. They get him corralled, but not until he's in the red zone. They'll mark it up to 14. UConn comes to the line after getting another first down. From the red zone, looking for a space. A little too much on that one, just out of his reach.
Well, they're trying to attack the middle of the field. That time the ball a little too high for his wide receiver, and it falls incomplete.
They'll run it from the gun. He'll get that one all the way down to the 4-yard line before he stopped. That gives him 54 yards rushing in this game, and he's almost certain to reach the 1,500-yard mark for the season. Once again, finding nowhere to run against this defense. He's knocked down immediately. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? The run up the middle, trying to steamroll his way in. Touchdown, UConn! And they take it in for 6 more points.
The identity of this offense is their ability to run the football. They're doing that in this game. That's now 3 rushing touchdowns on the day.
Ready to try the point after. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. An impressive 66-yard touchdown drive. So the kickoff team will come out after they turn in a score on that last drive. And he takes this from inside the 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. And here comes the Navy offense. Boy, they've been caught in a buzzsaw here in the first half, but maybe a chance to carry some momentum into the break here.
It all comes down to this drive right here, Reese. Obviously, this offense hasn't had everything go right for them in the first half, but here's an opportunity, David, to execute some plays, put some throws together, and generate some points.
And you're right, Jesse, and this offense needs to start now. Like, we got to get some points on the board, create some momentum, and continue it, because you've dug yourself a significant hole.
The midshipman looking for a chunk play on 3rd and long. Back to pass, it's Fowler. Can't make the connection on 3rd down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's 4th down.
One thing this defense always talks about is getting off the field. Last drive, they forced a punt. Here on 3rd down, what a great job flying to the football, getting a hit, forcing an incompletion. They may be jogging off here soon again.
Hauls it in, looking for space. And the coverage team able to wrestle it down. UConn going back to work on offense. Good field position to start this drive at their own 47. Use the play fake, now to throw. He'll pull it down. Get as far as you can and then get down. Don't take that hit. UConn quick to the line. Wide receiver going in motion. Looking to throw on first down. Throws to the tight end. A strike downfield. He's brought down, but he's got him inside the 10. First and goal from the 8. Quick timeout from the offense to save precious seconds. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. A first down run in the red zone. Timeout called by the offense, and now they just have one remaining in the half. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. Looking for a path to the end zone to the right. He's going for the goal line. Touchdown, Husky. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
And this is blowout city. This offense has been up and down the field. We've seen explosive plays. They score again here right before halftime. I don't know, guys. I mean, can we do running clock in the second half?
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And he made that extra point. The wet turf, no problem at all. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And he found his way to the end zone from the 7 to cap it. You get that touchdown right before the half, build the momentum, and the last thing you need to do is mess it up by allowing a big kickoff return. On the run from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. And the offense will play it safe, take a knee, and head to halftime. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update.
Reese, hard not to enjoy the pageantry and the meaning of this great game. And, of course, it helps to have had ourselves an eventful first half in the Armed Forces Bowl. And talk about a first half for the dude in that backfield. That coaching staff has been giving rave reviews on a weekly basis. And through 2 quarters today, he's been a complete game changer. He's breaking the will of this defense, and that's something that's just very tough to quantify. With that said, let's send it back to Reese and the guys for the second half of the Armed Forces Bowl.
Thanks for that halftime report, Kevin. Navy will kick it deep to get the second half underway. He'll start the return inside his 5. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. The UConn offense goes back to work. They more than got the job done in the first half. Now the job in a bowl game, don't get distracted and finish the deal here in the second half.
I mean, love the way they came out. They had all that time off, didn't look rusty at all, came out with a foot on the accelerator, looked really, really good. Palma, he's just more of the same here in the second half.
I agree. And if you're on that sideline right now, now's not the time to be thinking about the off-season, your strength program, what classes you're taking in the spring. You need to focus on finishing this game and punctuating this season.
He's picked off and he's thrown a dozen of them. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover.
Well, obviously it's raining here in this game and the ball's slippery. I don't know if that slipped out of the QB's hands a little bit, but it certainly wasn't an accurate throw, and as a result, it ends up in an interception.
Motion from the back. Looking downfield, it's Fowler. Fires to the wideout. Complete in the middle. Just carving up this defense and getting it down to the 24. Offense trying to keep them off balance on 1st and 10. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Pressure coming. He's going to run it. Short gain on the play before he slides.
Welcome to the frustrating reality of college football. Like, the guy at the quarterback spot, he can just do that. Pull it down, get positive yards, makes the defense have to account for him every single play.
Receiver wasn't ready for the throw, incomplete.
Yeah, you could tell he was locked in. And plays are meant to go to certain guys, but sometimes you got to get back, you got to read the defense, and make a different decision if they play the right defense. And right there, that was one of those times.
He'll take a shot. Touchdown, Navy! Snagged in the end zone to give them 6.
Really nice job by the quarterback there of just letting the play develop. He had his eyes down in the middle of the field, and I think when he saw that deep middle area vacated, he said to himself, I've got a guy running right into that area. I'm throwing this thing on time, and this is going to be a touchdown. And that's exactly what happened.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Boom. UConn going back to work on offense. They still have a cushion, but you don't want to feed that hope with unproductive drives. Just too much mustard on that one. Can't miss the target that badly. So now it's 2nd and long. Out of the gun, the running back has it. Maybe picked up a couple. He's down at the 24. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Catch in the middle, it's Abraham. Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling. They're out to the 35. And the Huskies will have it 1st and 10. Fires to the big fella. Boy, that was a precision play all the way around. Throw, catch, tackle, bang, bang, bang. Line getting set on 2nd down. Back to pass. It's complete on the right side. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands. So that penalty is going to cost them the 1st down as they back up, and now it's 2nd down. Let's see what they've got on 2nd down. They'll send the back in motion. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Quarterback floating away from pressure. Spits it out to the back. Got his man on the right. And how about that? What the doctor always ordered, an explosive play to the 40. The Huskies are moving quickly down the field. They just keep firing. He put some heat on that one down the middle. Makes the grab down the middle. The stop is made, but this offense is threatening. 1st and goal from the 9. And that big gainer on the last one has them threatening from inside the 10. Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line.
Unsuccessful 2nd down, and now I'm immediately thinking, I got a little bit more than I want, so what are my pass plays? What am I going to get into here offensively? Try to have success on 3rd down.
He's going to lose a yard on that one.
This defense impresses me. When they're in short yardage situations or when they're in goal line situations, they just seem to play tougher. They just seem to play better. They've got guys that get after the football. And now they're setting up 4th down.
Here we go on 4th and goal, ground to cover. Takes a snap, wants to throw. Fires into the end zone. Touchdown, Huskies. Quick strike through the air for the score.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now on game day.
The returner will field it and try to set up his offense in great field position. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. And the midshipman offense making its way back onto the field. They'll get this drive going from the 17. The option look. Running back searching for a hole. What a job up front, and he'll lose a yard on that one.
And after your defense just went out there and gave up a touchdown and let them build the lead more, you really need to come out with this drive and answer. And the running game is not it. They were ready for that. Gonna have to create some explosive plays to the passing game.
He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. Wow, this offense is just stuck in the mud. They've already punted 4 times, and it's 3rd down now. Caught in the backfield, it's Fuller. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Dropping back, it's Fowler. Shoots it to the left. And it was worth going for a chunk play, but the long pass is incomplete. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Gonna run it. It's Quinn. And there was nowhere to go. Just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Navy now in trouble here on 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Lets it fly. And good use of the hands from the defense to deflect the pass on 3rd down. Navy will have to punt it away. They've been busy out there to punt for the 5th time today. Yet another punt on the way. Got to make sure that hamstring stays loose. He's been busy. Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. And they'll get off one more play before the end of the quarter. Looking to throw on 1st down. Oh, they're after him. Hit as he throws. And they can't make the connection, and 3 quarters are in the book as we head to the 4th. That's the end of the period, and UConn has the lead. This has been a complete obliteration so far, as the 3rd quarter stats will show you. So will the beatdown continue, or is this a comeback for the ages in store? We'll see as we start the 4th. So the final period starts with a 2nd down play. The play action fake. Rush is on him. Rush coming in hot, and they got him at the 29.
Play action pass success has a lot to do with selling that fake. You could tell defense was not buying it, got in the backfield, got the big play.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Showing the arm strength to the left. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down. No hesitation at all. The offense stays on the field. They'll go for it. Oh, he loves to fire downfield. Can't hook up on the wrong throw, and 4th down goes by the boards for this offense. Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. They'll power it inside with the fullback. Tried to keep those big legs churning, but he'll be stopped for a loss. Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Yeah, and this offense has to find a way to run the football. They got to get more creative, but whatever that looks like for this offense, something to jumpstart them, because nothing really going on in there.
Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. Defense falls on the ball. Going to be a turnover. They've got the big fellas out there. A 3 tight end look on 1st and 10. crank up this drive with the pass. Almost had the completion, just missed it.
I'm a little bit surprised they're still throwing the football here this late in the game with this kind of lead. They're on first down, taking a shot, falls incomplete, but obviously they're still seeing matchups that they want to take advantage of in the back end of this defense, so they're letting it fly.
They could have used a little bit more there. Pick up of 3. It's 3rd and 7. Trying to pick up a first down. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. No more time to throw. Quarterback is sacked at the 35. Boy, if they don't convert this 4th down, there will be questions to be answered. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Catches it past the sticks and still on his feet. And they finally get him to the ground. An easy conversion for this offense. Defense not exactly the perfect 4th down call there. They'll throw it from the red zone. He's got it on the move. Good throw and catch. Takes it down to the 5 as the offense tries to cash in. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Looking to fire. Grab near the sticks. It's Jones. They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a first down. This UConn offense really has it going. He's going to lose a yard on that one. Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal? Tries again to get it in. And they're going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their total.
And it hasn't mattered what they've called guys offensively all game long or who's been on the field, what personnel groupings there have been. They're simply executing at a higher level than this defense, and they're keeping their foot on the pedal here in the 4th quarter.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And he tacks on the extra point. A 69-yard touchdown drive. And finish the deal with the short touchdown run from the 2. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. On the move from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. And Navy will go back on the attack. When you're playing from behind, you can't afford to give it up the way they did the last drive, David.
No doubt, you cannot give the football away. Again, turnovers are the biggest stats in winning and losing games. You're behind, Palmer. Take care of the ball, but we got to go get a score here.
Yeah, and they just got to do a better job executing. I like the game plan so far for them, but they just need to go out and do a better job connecting the dots.
Didn't put much on that one, and it's incomplete.
At this point in the game in the 4th quarter, it is going to be tough for this offense to get some completions here because now, trailing by this much, the defense is expecting pass, and they're putting a whole bunch of extra DBs on the field to help them out in coverage.
And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. Navy will have to punt it away. They're up to a half dozen kicks today. He takes it at the 45. Not able to pop the big return, but they've got the ball back and ready to go with a fresh possession. The UConn offense goes back to work. That last touchdown drive was surgical through the air, Jesse.
It sure was, and that's why this offense is so dangerous, David, because they can score in a hurry because of how efficient they are throwing the football.
And welcome to modern college football. That's what it is. Spread you out, find my playmakers, make quick decisions, and really put defenses in a difficult situation.
Wide open downfield. They're ripping off chunks of yardage. They get it to the 33.
And it's frustrating as a defense when you give up that first down and you give up that pass play. But here we go with this offense. They're right back on the ball. You got to flush that. You got to get lined up, and you got to communicate.
With the first down, they'll put it in play from the 33. Looking downfield on first down. Makes the grab. Makes the tackle at the 23-yard line. Give him 10 yards and enough for the first down. Last completion moves the sticks in. Let's see if they try it again. Wants to throw on first down. It's caught. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line. Well, we are winding it down, guys. Only a few more plays left in this season, also wrapping up a really outstanding performance for this offense.
Yeah, and they're sending out the seniors on the right foot. Guys, we've seen a lot of great football. There have been so many tremendous moments and individual efforts, David. This is a year in college football I know I'll never forget.
Won't forget it. Loved working with you guys. Loved being in the booth. Loved covering these football games. And I tell you what, a lot of excitement in college football surrounding the sport, man. Let's just keep loving on it.
UConn comes to the line with a first and goal.
Here we go, here we go.
He got a little antsy at the line of scrimmage, and they'll move him back.
False start offense.
And the offense will take the penalty, move the ball forward, and save the down. The offense knocking on the door, first and goal.
Charcoal. Ready to go.
The handoff, keep working on that clock. Relentless, tough running gets it down to the 4. And the Huskies moving quickly to the line. They go right back to this guy on second and goal. And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground. They'll run it. And we have breaking news. They score yet another touchdown.
Man, this has been a complete performance. The defense has been lights out, and the offense, obviously, just continues to pour it on. This is what you call having a great day. Putting it all together, offense, defense, complementary football.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point splits the uprights. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. Kickoff unit back to work, and they have been busy as they've built this sizable lead. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. They'd love to put a long drive together here as they start from their own 21. To throw, it's Heath. And the Heath gets there, and they get him down at the 14-yard line. Navy will try to fight its way out of this hole here on second down. Wants to go up top. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one.
Well, they try to spit it out to the running back on the perimeter of the field. You saw the speed and recognition by the defense, though, how quickly they were able to get to the back and get him down for a big loss.
Referee signals timeout as the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. Navy will have to punt it away. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. He's got it near midfield. Good job by the coverage unit to put a stop to that return. UConn going back to work on offense. They're in command of this game. Now let's see if they tried to rub a little salt in the wound or happy with getting the W.
Yeah, and listen, this makes the post-game handshake fun sometimes if you do choose to rub a little salt in it and keep chucking and keep scoring. I'm here for it, Jesse. Like, your job is to score points. It's my job to stop it. Keep the foot to the accelerator. Keep trying to play ball.
I agree 1,000%. That's like Steve Spurrier back in the day when I was playing for the Gators. You go play for him because you want the opportunity to throw the ball. So when you get in the game late, you're not handing it off. We were beating Central Michigan by 80-something points. He was still letting us throw the football. It's the defense's job to stop you.
Going for the big play. Snags it. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is.
Offside defense.
And the offense didn't need to accept the penalty thanks to that big play. The timeout stops the clock with 10 seconds to play.
Timeout, UConn.
And the defense is just about out of room to defend. They are backed up right on the doorstep. Slams it ahead. And they're going to put another one into the end zone as they just keep piling points on the scoreboard.
And they say play to the final whistle. This offense took it to heart. Scoring late, maybe they could have wasted the clock. They made no doubt about it. This one's over.
They'll try to add another to their lead. He wants to, it's a fake. The kicker wants to throw it. The pass falls incomplete, and there are 8 seconds left. So after getting into the end zone on that last drive, they're set to kick it away. And he takes this from inside the 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. It'll be a wrap. Wants to throw. It's Heath. Under fire. And the pass is dropped and incomplete, and that's going to do it. Clock has struck 0, and the ball game is over. This is what an elite team does. They know they're better. They go out. They take the figurative sledgehammer and hit them right between the eyes.
And they just look good in every phase of the game. If I'm on the coaching staff, I don't know what you could ask for your guys to do better. I think the challenge now for this team is going out next week and trying to play with the same type of intensity and the same level of execution.
Well, Jesse, it's easy to look good on the field when you look that good in your uni. Like when you look that good coming off the bus. Those dudes are good. This is a great team, and they proved it. Just domination from start to finish.
And with that, the season comes to a close for these two teams. Another bowl game is all wrapped up, and we are finished as well. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, thanking our entire crew and thanking you for being with us for another presentation of EA Sports College Football. We'll see you next season.